Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to Dabbling in Drag. Admittedly, that name is feeling a little bit uncomfortable at this point because we've been dabbling for almost 2 years and we're nearing the end of it. This is gonna be one of the last ones. A little sad, but maybe we get to graduate to just doing drag? Obviously, this is not our normal studio because I am in Boston. I'm here and very excited to work with photographer Eric Richard Magnuson, who has shot tons of drag icons, and I get to be one of them. Last month, I turned myself into like a 60s retro Star Trek sci-fi alien babe, and it was so much fun. I hope you all like this look as much as I did. Today, we are also doing something a little bit retro, but we are taking inspiration from the All Stars 6 promo, which the theme was a brand new day. The color palette for this was all inspired by sunrise, a lot of warm colors, gradients, and the promo budget was huge for this as they were kicking off onto Paramount Plus. The set and the lighting was really impactful in this promo, and it definitely inspired me to do something big. So, our concept for today, I wanted to feel glamorous. It's gonna be equal parts disco diva and Greek goddess, because if you were into Greek mythology as a kid, you're queer now. Admittedly, this look is probably the most real skin that I've shown. I typically have been padded from head to toe, and I need to shave not just my face, but everything. So, I'm gonna be right back. Feeling crispy and crunchy. Ooh. As you can see, the sunburn has set in, and I'm a little nervous about how well my foundation is gonna sit on this. Normally, I would not recommend doing a full face of makeup over a sunburn, but we don't have a choice. So I'm gonna keep it extra hydrated, extra moisturized, and we are going to hope for the best. I obviously did not shave all the way down either because this eye makeup is going to take a while. And I've been on set before where I start to feel that stubble come in at the end, so I want to give myself as much time as possible. So I'm going to shave later in the makeup or right before foundation so we can be smooth, like the rest of my body, which is now a naked mole rat. To continue with the boldification process, let's go ahead and black out these brows. Eyebrows are blocked. I kind of go back and forth between drawing my brows first to frame the eye shape versus drawing the eye shape first and then using the brows so that way I don't minimize my eye. In this situation, we're going to draw the eye first because it's super detailed and I really want to blow out some of the shape, so I don't want to limit it by drawing my brow possibly too low. I'm going to go off camera and draw my eye on this side, and then I'll be right back to show you how I did it. Whew. Okay, this eye was a journey. This is obviously a modification from my normal eye shape to create this sort of like sunset, sunrise cloud, but I'm really liking how this is going together. So now I'm going to show you how I did it on this eye. Per usual, we're starting with some Maybelline Superstay Foundation in 102 Fair Porcelain and tapping that all over our lid and eyebrow. You all know I love my colors in my Deadly Sins Book of Scents palette, so I'm going in with that hot pink shade and I'm generally creating the shape of a crease. Eventually, it'll be a cloud. For this crease shape, I would say I'm going generally higher than I normally do, but not too much. Just want to give room for the clouds. You've seen me use this before. I'm going in next with my Oh Behave shade from my ColourPop palette, and I'm going to go ahead and create the highest point of the sunrise. Taking a fluffier brush, I'm going back in with that shade and working in between the two colors. To intensify some of the colors in that transition, I'm going in with the orange color from my Deadly Sins Book of Scents palette. My Prados Beauty palette, you've seen me use this a bunch as well, and we love this dark purple shade. I'm going in with this color on the outer corner to really start to define and darken the crease so I get a nice transition from my liner and my crease into the warm colors of the eye. And then I'm going back over all of that with that hot pink shade again. Now that I've got most of the colors on, it's time to map out the shape of that cloud crease. I'm going in with Ben Nye Clown White Creams on a Ben Nye DV8 brush, and I'm going to use the rounded flat shape of this brush to really help me carve out the shape of these clouds. Setting that with some white powder, I can then go back in with my yellows and oranges and pinks and start to create a gradient out from the liner shape that I sketched in into the inside of the cloud. I'm going to go off camera real quick to go ahead and clean up the white line of the cloud with a little bit of white body paint and add my black eyeliner. I'll be right back. Alright, we're generally cleaned up. Let's go ahead and add color on the underside. With our Superstay Foundation laid down, I'm first starting off with the Oh Behave shade from ColourPop. And I'm not super worried about how blended out this is on the bottom because once I go in with foundation, I can taper that in. Jumping into our Deadly Sins palette, I'm going in with that orange. go ahead and add that white under eye. I want to add just a few under eye lashes and clean up my liners. Now I want to draw on just a few little clouds around our big cloud. The eyes are on, feeling colorful, playful, a little bit retro. Let's go ahead and slap on some brows to frame these eyes. Alright, the eyebrows are on, the eyes are looking pretty good. It's time to now shave my face, finally. We're going to prep my skin and get into the foundation when we come back. Alright, foundation base is on. I already did a little bit of highlight powder, but we're going to get into the contour because we have got to move. Also, I had to squeeze my big ass hands into these tiny ass bracelets, so I did that before the foundation, so I didn't get it all scrunchy. While we're working on the nose, let's go ahead and dip into some nose blush. You know we're breaking out the Ben Nye Theatrical Rouge palette to go in with our tried and true dark tech colors. To add a little bit more warmth to my blush, a little bit more orange tone, I'm going in with Go Go Girl from the Trixie Mattel Mod About You palette. What's funny is this blush color is pretty much the color that my skin was before I put foundation over it. Definitely will be doing an aloe vera mask tonight. To re-intensify some of the yellow from our eye and marry it with our blush, I'm going back in with my ColourPop palette to really brighten some of those colors. And dipping back into my Deadly Sins palette, I'm just touching up some of the colors from the eye that maybe have gotten faded away. Overall, feeling okay. These eyebrows are a little wonky, so we may have to do some finagling with those. My skin is holding up okay. Definitely gonna need some bright lights because this is just spackled on top of some very burned skin. I'm gonna go ahead and set this makeup and then we're gonna get into the final details. It is time for highlighter. Admittedly, I don't remember all the names of the highlighters that I've stuck in here because this isn't the original Book of Shadows palette by Bitterlace Beauty. I'm going in with a little bit of Yellow Diamond first. I'm warming that up with citrine maybe? Going in with more of a pink raspberry highlight. With a smaller brush, I'm very precisely going in with White Diamond. Ooh, feeling gorgeous. We are highlighted for the Greek gods. Let's go ahead and get into the lips. I'm going in with my Maybelline Matte Liquid Lips. This is Amazonian to start. A little bit of funkiness going on. We're going to clean that up when we do the liner, but first going in with shade Driver to add a little bit of highlight and pout. The lips are on. It is time to get into the final details. We're gonna get on the lashes, maybe some little sparkles, and I'm gonna show you the finished look. I am feeling fabulous. It is time to get on the wig and the nails and the heels and the garment and take you to set because this is gonna be a good one. Let's go.